Today I'm stepping out of the hotel and actually getting to experience a part of Saudi Arabia. I'm hanging out with my friend Drew Binsky, a travel vlogger who just completed his dream of visiting every country in the world. Yes, 197 of them. Now he's filming a 6-part documentary with a dynamic crew from Los Angeles that could land on Netflix or Hulu. I'm getting to experience Jeddah as well as the behind the scenes of one of YouTube's biggest creators.
Behind the scenes of meeting Sarah.
We're meeting up with a Saudi woman who recently was just permitted to drive, and her husband who works with her promoting Saudi tourism with their own company. We're checking out Jeddah's historic district and ending our day with a massive meetup for people who live here.
Uptin, you're my bodyguard.
We thought there would be 50 people to show up, but the chaos was so much more than what we thought.
Dude, so you're feeling like 100%?
95.
What is there for you?
I agree.
For what you're doing in this moment, it's like, what content are you going to make in LA?
That's exactly
I would spend the next 2 years doing what I did, doing what Nas did, like, just going so hard on content, and then after 2 years, you can really come up, like, you can make pivots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'll still make content, but you're just in those years where it's
right.
like just like the hardcore.
I think now's the time to cover Middle East, and then Asia when it opens, hopefully in 2022. Yeah, sure. What about Europe? Do you think there's much for me in Europe? Or
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of stories.
Really? Even though it's...
Don't go to Paris. Go everywhere else but Paris.
Yalla! Okay, I'm ready. Good morning.
Good morning. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Show the breakfast. I'm gonna turn it on.
Okay, so I got eggs, hash brown, fowla, which is like common in this part of the world. And I love how they add pomegranate to everything, even cheese.
Like Iran.
Yeah, like Iran. Anar, we call it. This is Chris. He is the director and producer of Drew's film that he's putting out. It's a 6-part docu-series going to the last 6 countries. Going to be quite exciting. I actually have a mic on. I've been lucky enough to be included in this documentary, although we'll see if I make the final cut.
Uptin's stealing the show.
So I got my microphone on somewhere in here, and I guess I'm gonna have breakfast with Drew.
Bro, that was an amazing day of PR.
Dude, such an adrenaline rush. How do you feel?
I feel great. Thank you for hooking it up with all those interviews. I'm so glad you get to be here on my final day.
So right now we're driving to the house of someone named Sarah and Abdullah. Abdullah is actually the husband of Sarah, and he's the one who picked me up in my last vlog from the airport. Really nice guy. So now we're gonna go meet them, and Drew has never met them, so it's gonna be quite interesting. And we're going inside their house, which will be very cool to, you know, go inside someone's house here in Saudi Arabia. And Drew is gonna be filming with her, driving with her, interviewing her. How much is that? $10?
Las Vegas or Jeddah? This is like $800 US or something.
Wow.
Yeah. I maxed out my card. So.
Oh wow. Hey, nice to meet you in person.
Finally.
Beautiful home. This is amazing. I love all the plans. It's such a good vibe. So they've set up the cameras, and now Drew is in the car. Drew is gonna come out of the car into the home and meet Sarah. Sarah is a well-known traveler here in Saudi. She's hosted travel shows across the Middle East. So that's gonna be like the main character of who Drew hangs out with during his whole trip in Saudi. Oh, there he is. So he's just, are you ready? Are you chilling?
Dude, I'm freaking excited, man.
You've been waiting for this moment for like years, because he's actually been messaging with Sarah for years, excited to one day come, and now here he is, and he's never met her. They've talked a lot, but...
My Wikipedia page was updated that I've been to every country.
No way.
It's just someone updated. That's cool. That's so cool, man. It feels more official when you see it like that.
Read it out loud.
Binsky has visited every United Nations recognized country on Earth after arriving in Saudi Arabia on October 29th, 2021. That's a good feeling, man.
It's amazing. They got to update your follower count. There's a couple million
I
missing.
know, there's a couple million.
Just have you walk in one more time.
I was wondering. I didn't.
Yes.
Behind the scenes of meeting Sarah. This house is beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to meet you finally after texting
Yeah.
and talking about this trip. It's like an imaginary trip, and finally it's coming true.
Absolutely. Let's sit down. up, man? You getting some good behind the scenes?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Good, thank you. This is
Especially
cool.
if you're
How are you? My name is Drew.
Hi,
This is
Uptin.
Randy, and Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Because everybody knows that I'm here,
At the beginning,
we'll be
I
showing
was
like
two.
in real time.
He was here, so I couldn't punch in.
Oh, I know. Yes, but it'll be weird framing because of Drew, so
Yeah.
I just want to make sure after we did that take, the next.
Getting the golf cart right here, right now.
We just got to Balat, the center of Jeddah.
This is the old city, the Bab Medina.
Okay.
This is the historical place.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
We just got to the historical place here in Jeddah, which, as you can see, the crew is setting up and Drew is getting ready as well. We're gonna actually get to drive around in a golf cart, which is great because the heat is, it doesn't look that hot, but the humidity is just really bad. Let's go on an adventure. I know you've been asked this question a lot because I was there all day with all your interviews, but what's next for you?
I am going to continue making epic travel stories for the community, growing the community, facilitating meetups around the world for people within the community to hang out, meet up with like-minded people, maybe make a travel buddy, network, and you can't hear me anymore, but yeah, I want to keep making content and keep growing the community, keep inspiring, keep educating, keep doing stuff like what this guy's doing.
And tell me real quick, what other countries do you want to go that you were like, you know what, I didn't spend enough time there?
So Russia, Mongolia are two countries I really want to revisit. Brazil is another huge country. All the big countries in the world because I was only able to see parts of them. So like again, Luxembourg or Singapore, I don't have any huge desire to go back because there's nowhere more to explore.
Small,
But
yeah.
like China, I want to go to Western China.
Yeah, same,
there's so much to see there. India, northeastern India, like the rural part of India.
Yeah,
you know, we'll do it together, man.
Yeah. Iran.
Iran.
Let's. Why are you being like this, dude?
Traveling to every country, you get paranoid about things. So I don't want to leave my bag in the shopping cart, in the golf cart.
I would have thought you have a system in place, like a fanny pack or.
I'm just used to being in sketchy situations, and so I don't trust anyone, which is bad. I should trust people, but you never know who's the bad guy. Even though everyone here is so friendly and it's the safest country in the world, still I have this fear. My passport's in there, everything's in there, and there it goes. Yalla. Okay.
I'm with Abir, who is the first female tour guide ever in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Well, I'm happy because maybe I was the first, but now we have almost 200 Saudi females. So I'm very happy that I encouraged them and they started it. And I'm sure by the end of the year they will reach 1,000.
Wow, that many in just a few months.
Yes.
Cruising through the old town of Jeddah on a golf cart. So authentic and so modern at the same time.
Look at that sky,
Yeah,
too.
that's sick.
Dude, this reminds me of Hong Kong. Remember on the tram?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I gotta cut to that.
I
Cut to
forgot.
that now.
Cut to that right now.
I'm hanging out with Drew Binsky in Hong Kong.
Oh man, this is the life.
That's
Yes,
so cool.
yes.
In today's video, Drew is hanging out in Saudi Arabia, filming not just for his own vlog, but also his documentary. This place is actually super cool. There's a big level of authenticity to everything I see that I honestly didn't really think I would have the chance to see in Saudi Arabia because I'm very familiar with, you know, how many malls and shopping centers there are. To see something that has a lot more history and authenticity to it is really cool, and it's kind of taken me by surprise. So after this, we're going to a meetup that Drew has planned to celebrate the end of his journey visiting every country in the world. The meetup is supposed to be from 7 to 8. That's what he told all of his followers, but he's planning to really get there at 8 because we're running behind schedule. But we're at least an hour away and we just heard that it's absolutely full. So Drew's a little bit stressed because he doesn't want to be so late.
A lot of it.
Because Drew doesn't want to be late and be rude, but it's like a concert. You don't expect anyone to come out right on time. So we're just across the street from the fan meetup. Drew had to run to the bathroom. Hopefully he's feeling okay. And we heard there are a lot of people, and also we heard that people from the U.S. consulate or the U.S. embassy have showed up to support Drew, as well as journalists and media. So it should be pretty interesting. This is crazy. There are so many people here, and they have no idea that Drew is behind me. They have no idea. I think they're starting to speculate, but they don't know where he is.
Is he gonna come?
Hey man. Good, what's your name?
Watching your video, Fahim.
Thank you. What's up, Fahim?
Oh, nice to meet you.
Are you from
bro.
Saudi?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh?
Yeah, I've been
cool.
there.
Nice.
Nice.
Bangladesh? No, I've
Not
never
yet,
been to
not yet.
Bangladesh.
Oh,
It's
okay.
on my list, yeah.
On your list, yeah. I've been watching you for like 10 years. You were in CNN
No
before.
way.
Yeah.
CNBC, yeah.
Then you turned to vlogger.
My own self, yeah. Thank you, man, for my
You'll be
vlog.
on YouTube?
Man, even last night I watched your video. Like on Facebook, it always shows up.
Really?
Even on TikTok.
Thank you, man. Wow,
Yeah,
thank you,
keep
man.
showing
I
up.
appreciate that. Awesome, Sarah. So nice to meet you. Thanks for watching.
Holy crap! Oh my god.
Hello everyone! Wow. I know I was Wow, so this is just the outside.
Just the outside, yeah.
Come take us in. Take all the in. Should we all storm inside? How are we gonna do this? I want to give all you guys attention too, but there's also people in there, so maybe we can get some shifts, half. That might be a good idea actually.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do half in there, and then we'll stop, and then you guys all come in. Is that cool? Okay, great. So I'll see you guys inside. Uptin, you're my bodyguard. Are you guys ready or no? Yeah! Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3!
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're in Jeddah. This is my last country. It's people here are so welcoming, and it's been an incredible experience.
I didn't quite realize just how much diversity we would see meeting people from literally all over the region, and it was really cool to see how today's young people come out to support Drew, to see Drew, to meet Drew, the kinds of questions they're asking, the kind of hope that they have for their futures in this place. It was a really interesting experience to me, and definitely such an adrenaline rush, definitely an adrenaline rush for everyone here tonight. And yeah, it was really cool to see so many people come out with their cell phones, you know, super excited, and a population that just seems super just happy. That's just what it seemed like from meeting them, is that people here are not just happy but excited, and a lot of that comes from a lot of the changes that have been taking place recently. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Today's been absolutely insane. What a cool experience, not only to hang out with a really good friend of mine, but to do it in a way where we actually got to see the current culture of the young people here in Saudi Arabia. To me, that's such a interesting experience, and really beats going to a museum or a hike or something like that, because it really shows the pulse of what the people are like and what it's like to grow up here, and the optimism that people seem to have here. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Find me on TikTok and Instagram at Uptin.